I just got a new mic. Hello everyone, my name is Enderslayer and welcome to episode 6 on the Vanilla Tyme server. And today, we are back. I am back. I'm feeling good. School's done. There is a Vumbo coming out of my water elevator and going back down. What is he doing here? Who cares, because I am back. School's done and we're going to play some Minecraft. So I did just get a brand new microphone, and I hope it sounds good. This is my first time testing it out. Well, I'll know in like 2 days when I edit this, but yeah, hopefully it sounds alright. Hopefully you guys like it. Why is there a Wumbo down there? I'm gonna go see what he's up to. What the? We're just not going to question that. But we are back, and I know I've said this plenty of times already, but as of Tuesday, May 26th, I'm out of school, which means I am going to have a brand new schedule for this channel. And as of right now, my plan is new episodes every Saturday. Starting Saturday, I don't know what day this Saturday, but this Saturday. Well, you'll know what Saturday it is because it will release on that day. I'm such a mess. School's really taken its toll. I've actually not been on a lot within the past 3 weeks, except for a few odd jobs or to vote or just some things that I wanted to do. Like, for example, I did 2 end busting streams over the past 3 weeks just to stock up on some supplies. As you can see, I have even more end rods. I really got to stop gathering those. I didn't take any more banners. I had a lot of elytras, almost a full shulker box. I ended up selling 12 of them, I'm pretty sure. No, I think it was 11. Anyway, but yeah, I organized all my loot into basically a category of material and what that tool actually is. So yeah, all the stuff up here is end busting stuff. And down here, maybe wondering what this is. So quite a few weekends has gone by and I've been taking part in a lot of events. I have been practicing at some of those games and just having fun with it, and now I'm actually winning. And I've recently found out what some of these prizes are. So let's see, take these two for example. Yes, this one was Death Dive winner. This was actually 10 days ago. So you can see the basic prize is 2 diamond ore along with a few other just odd little goodies like gold ore, totems of undying, basically stuff that has to do with the event itself. Same thing here, I won Spleef. Oh yeah, this is a Spleef Teams one. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, so 2 diamond ore and just a bunch of other stuff that kind of coordinates with the event. Oh yeah, another thing. 1.16 is coming out soon. And that means a full Nether revamp, basically everything Nether changing. That was great grammar. My English teacher would be proud. But anyway, what the staff of the server has decided is that we are going to be resetting the Nether everywhere 3,000 blocks and further. So basically any coordinate past 3,000 in the Nether, you're going to see all the new biomes and basically everything that has to do with the new update. I really can't wait to see that because I want to get some netherite tools. I am very curious to see how they are compared to diamond. So because of all this nether stuff going on, staff has decided to put up a little competition. So if everyone on the server worked together and finished the nether tunnels up to level 3000 before a certain time, they would give us a prize. And that took about 2 weeks, and we did it. We completed the north, south, east, and west tunnels all the way to 3000. It was a pretty good achievement, and in return, we got some prizes. There were 6 total. The first 4 were these sets of armor. Now, they are just regular pieces of armor, but they're kind of special because they're collectibles. You'll never find any other pieces of armor like these. I mean, you can make armor with the same enchantments, but if you want armor that is titled like this, you're not going to find that very easily. So yeah, basically God armor, except it's fire protection instead of regular protection. Very good for nether use. And that leaves the final 2 prizes. which are these two. Now, everyone got one of these. It is a collectible, but it is a personal collectible. Usually, each collectible is named after a staff member, but they gave each person their own collectible. I guess mine is a Nether Star. And then after that, I got really lucky because the final reward was a random collectible. There are 22 collectibles total, but I got this one. Now, this is probably the best collectible you can get because it's actually useful. It's a bow. It is called Nighthawk's Dragon Slayer. Why is it so useful? Because it breaks the laws of Minecraft. Infinity and mending. Yeah, you ain't gonna find that anywhere else. So I'm just gonna leave this here for now because I do not want to risk losing it. I will only use it in the utmost emergencies or just wait until this bow runs out. I shouldn't lose it though. I've been pretty good with my tools. The only tool I have ever lost is my sword, and that was on one of the streams I did. I accidentally threw it into the void when trying to kill a shulker, but somehow, with all the diamond swords that I have gotten from the loot chests, I was able to make a maxed out one very easily. And as you can see, this one has sharpness 5. Remember last episode when I only had sharpness 4? I was such a noob. Let's see, what else happened over the past 3 weeks? Oh yeah, this. There were a list of mini competitions going on for a little while, and I figured I'd take part in one. And that was the one I actually did win, because I basically just put all my time and focus into this one event, and nobody else was going to do as much as I did. So basically, the competition was to go out and mine as many jungle leaves as possible. Because staff needed a lot of jungle leaves for some sort of project, I have no idea. So you know me, Mr. Overachiever, went out and gathered, I think staff said about 24,000 jungle leaves total. Huh, yeah, nobody was ever going to top that. Actually, that's a lie. Somebody almost did top me, but I topped them. Man, it took me hours to get that many, and I wonder how long it took for that guy, and then I just beat him by like an extra 10 stacks. But yeah, I won, and this is my prize. I'm pretty sure staff delivered it a while ago, and it has not moved since. So let's see what I got. Very nice, very nice. Ferns, I don't know, I don't really use ferns that much. The diamond blocks are really good. I will definitely use those. Bone blocks are useful for bone meal. I will never say no to iron. Jungle saplings, they are good. They are hard to come by these days, especially with their low drop rate. But this is the reason why we competed. This is Points Playlist, one of the staff's collectibles. I'm just going to take that and put it right in here. Now, until recently, I did not really care about collectibles that much. So whenever I got one, I would just sell it or I just get rid of it because I didn't really care. They didn't really have much value to me. That was until I discovered some of them were actually useful. For example, Nighthawk's Dragon Slayer. And you can collect them, and if you have a certain amount, you can trade them in for staff to do certain tasks for you. Now, I don't really have an example of this, but I'm pretty sure somebody used like 20 collectibles to get a spawner moved once. I don't know if we'll ever want to do that, but who knows? We'll see. They might be good to have. So yeah, that makes a total of 2 collectibles so far. Not counting these 2, but I don't think I'm going to get rid of this one since it is my personal collectible, and I am definitely not letting this one leave my sight. Alright, now I'm curious of what this is. The tunnel is awesome. Well done. Here's a little gift for your efforts. Oh, okay, this must be from Ugerflingy because I made that nether tunnel last episode. That nether tunnel of which I am so very proud of. Very proud of. Yeah, things are about to get worse. So, I forgot to read the fine print. Tunnels cannot exceed the max width and height of 5 by 5. This includes the walls, floor, and roof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, this is a problem. This is a pretty big problem. A problem which has a very sad solution. The tunnel's gotta go, all of it. And it really sucks because just because of the amount of time that I took building it, I tried to make a compromise with the staff, but they were very clear about the rules, which I mean, I can't blame them. Those are the rules and I miss them, so now I gotta figure this out. But in the meantime, let's see what Uger has given us. 9, 18, let's see, 3, 6, 7, 14, 18 plus 6. He's given us 32 diamonds. First of all, and then, let's see, how much is this? 2 stacks of iron blocks, a god pickaxe, a beacon. Okay, that's amazing. I only have one of those right now. What's this? A coupon for 1 collectible. I don't know what to really say at this point. I mean, I can only really get so excited, but I'm really grateful for this. Especially that beacon, because I really needed it, especially for what I'm going to be doing today. So anyway, now that you guys are all caught up on everything that has happened within the past few weeks, yeah, I'm in a bit of a predicament. So I have all this stuff in here. I have all this stuff. I have all this stuff and all this stuff and whatever, how much stuff I have down there. Like the storage down there is starting to get overflowed. Yeah, these 12 chests, they're not going to cut it anymore. And that is why today we are going to make our very first automatic sorting system. But as you can see, we don't exactly have room for it in the base. So we're going to have to do a little bit of expanding. And now that brings me to these paintings I have back here. They look just like normal paintings, but if I slowly back in, I disappear. And that is sort of my plan for this base expansion, just have another room in here with a giant sorting system. Kind of just like an expansion room to what I already got going with these chests. So yeah, that is my first priority in this episode, getting this storage system completely done because it is very much needed. Alright, so a few hours has gone by, and this is what I have come up with so far. It probably took me the longest time to actually dig out the space and then terraform because some of it intersected with some of the little ditches that were in the jungle, but now that that was done, I was able to put in a decent looking floor, and I have a pretty good layout idea of what I want to do with this area. I like these spruce pillars. In a way, I feel like they could be better looking though. Right now they kind of look plain. I've been experimenting with this one and kind of just breaking some off, adding some vines, and I don't know, I kind of have mixed feelings about it, so we'll see what happens with that. And while I was building this up, I actually figured out exactly what I want to do with the automatic sorter itself. I'm going to have 18 different items all along this wall. If you go from this block here all the way to this block here, that's 18 blocks. And this is where all the chests are going to be. And then I figured on the rest of the walls I could have separate storage, or I think I might actually put a super smelter over here if I have time. And then over here, I think I'm going to try and put in a tunnel that goes down to my skeleton farm just to kind of connect it up with the rest of my base and make traveling between different areas a lot easier. So yeah, I'm going to keep working at this place and I will show you when it's done. So while I was working, I figured I would head over to the shopping district because I want to let you guys in on something I have been planning for quite some time now. So ever since I joined this server, people have been asking me why I haven't made a shop yet. And that's because I've been holding off because I have some big plans for a shop. And I'm not going to give you guys full details on that yet, but it's going to be cool. It's going to be epic. And it's going to be something unlike anyone has ever seen. But before we can get to any of that stuff, the rules on the server and in the market is that you need to claim a stall before you can claim an actual shop. So how that works is you come over to one of these stalls. This is an example of one that's already been claimed, but you find one that is available for use, and then you make it your own. And then if you can prove that you can keep up a shop for 2 weeks in one of these tiny little stalls, staff will grant you permission to your very own shop. So yesterday I came over to the market area and I claimed my very own stall. And I actually haven't checked it since yesterday. I wonder if we've sold anything. I've been selling obsidian, which hasn't sold, bulk stone, which also hasn't sold, bulk logs, nope, golden apples, still nothing, no potions, and that's, well, that's a little disappointing. It's okay, I'll be selling plenty when I open my actual shop. These are just a few things that I had laying around and had extra of that I would use for my stall, just so I wouldn't have to break into the materials that I'm actually going to be selling at my new shop when it's ready. And this is actually only phase 1 of my little market scheme. I have a bunch of other prep work to do before the shop can actually open, but it takes about 2 weeks for a stall to be approved for a shop, so we have a little bit of time. And we are going to be doing some extra preparations next episode and probably the one after. But anyway, back to the storage system. A lot of experimental building later. Alright, so I have stopped work on the storage system for now. I wouldn't say I'm at the point where I wanted to be, but I am at a point where I'm semi-happy with it. I think it looks pretty good. The interior design itself is all done, and I added a few features I'm actually pretty proud of, one of which is these trees. They are supposed to be little mini trees, kind of a spruce and jungle combination. I think it looks really good. And this is actually what I decided to put instead of the spruce pillars, kind of just to make it look like the trees are holding up the building itself. And just like I mentioned earlier, all 18 chests are in here with every single item that I want sorted. So I have 2 chests for the actual item itself, and I can just put them in shulker boxes if I overload. And then down here at the bottom, this isn't hooked up to any hoppers or anything. This is just where I can put some of the blocks that has to do with the block being sorted. So for this case, stone. In here I would have stone slabs, stone stairs, stone walls, anything stone related. Now I do have every item filled in, except for these 2. And there's a good reason for that. Those 2 blocks are actually for the new nether wood types. These 2 new wood types are actually coming in the next update and can be found in the Warped and Crimson Forests, and I personally really like the colors and they can have some very good uses, so I have made a special spot for each of them when they come out. As for this wall, I've just made some bulk storage with a bunch of item frames indicating what's stored where. Now, I didn't quite get to putting in a super smelter or a path going to the skeleton farm, mainly just because I've run out of time. But I am going to still do those things, I'm just probably going to do them off camera. Another thing I want to do that I didn't really think of is have a shulker unloader over in this wall here. That way it can hook up to the input system on the automatic sorter, and any blocks that come out of the shulkers will just go right into the system. I think that'll be really convenient. So the last thing I want to mention is you've probably seen the giant gaping hole in the ceiling, and that is actually something I've done on purpose because it's not always going to be the most convenient thing to walk in my base and then come up and in here. I'm going to be flying around a lot once I expand my base even more, so I've actually made a simple way for me to get in just to fly in and fly out. Like if I'm over here for whatever reason and then I want to come back, just come over here and I'm in. Easy as that. But unfortunately, that is all the time I have for today's episode. I'm actually pretty happy with where we're at. The sorting system is coming together very nicely, and we got our stall up in the shopping district. And just getting back and getting organized has been feeling really good. And I can't wait to have new episodes out every week and having more time to do the things I love. And as for the Nether Tunnel, yes, unfortunately is going to have to come down. I plan on doing that in a live stream the day this video comes out, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I will see you in episode 7.